What's up guys, it's Marcus here. Firstly, I just want to say massive thank you for all the support I've gotten on my transformation video. It's such an amazing thing to see, and I just put it up for fun, and right now it has like 80,000 views, so again, thank you so much. But with all of the views, I've also gotten a lot of comments, a lot of questions. So in today's video, I was thinking we could go for like a Q&A where I answer all of your questions regarding my transformation video. So, let's start with the first question. Bro, how much calories did you eat in surplus daily? Also, which supplements? Amazing transformation. Thank you so much. How much calories did I eat in surplus? As you can see in the video, it depends on which period I was in. So in some periods I couldn't eat like anything, and I also went down in weight. Some periods I went up in weight and I ate a lot. So if I take it from the beginning, it's kind of hard to say from the start, because when I first started off training, I didn't count my calories. I didn't count everything I put in myself. I just ate a shit ton. I also still went to school when I started training, so I ate my breakfast, I came to school, I ate lunch, but I was always the guy who wanted an extra lunch. Like every time I had a break that was more than 5 minutes, I would go down to the lunchroom and eat, like every time. So I ate around 2 to 3 lunches every day in school. Then I went home, ate again, and went to the gym and came home and ate again, for example. And took shakes in between, protein shakes. So that's just how I ate, and that's how I got a lot of results. After that, as you can see in the video, when I pushed myself with the food, because personally my appetite is really bad. It was good when I went to school, because I had a routine. I went up 7 in the morning every time, almost every time, and ate breakfast early every time. I ate lunch the same time. I was hungry then, but as soon as I ended school, my appetite went. So it's always been hard for me to eat. So that's why you can see in the video where I went up in weights, and I put a text where I couldn't force myself to like eat so much. So I stopped. I couldn't eat, so I ate when I was hungry, and I went down in weight. I didn't go on a diet or anything, so I can't tell you how much calories it was. I just ate what I could, but didn't force myself. But if I can take any calories, it will be when you can see in the video where I went up to 95 kg, when I was tired of being weak and I wanted to gain weight again and gain strength. That's when I ate around 5,000 calories a day. I counted every single day that I got at least 5,000, sometimes 5,500, sometimes 4,900 something, but at least around 5,000 every single day. That's the only thing I can say. But in surplus, I realized for me, like how I work, how I train, how I just do for a living, I burn around 3,500, maybe even 4,000, but that's a bit too much. So say 3,500. So if I eat below that, I will go down in weight every time. So 5,000 calories for me was a good calorie count to gain weight. But also which supplements. I can show you right now if you want all my supplements I have right now, and I can also tell you which ones I've taken before, but let's come here. Here are all the things I'm taking right now. Cream of rice, a creatine, a pre-workout but without caffeine, so when I'm training on the evening I can take the muscle pump for extra blood flow. A normal pre-workout with caffeine, a full EAA, stands for essential amino acids, also with some enhancement in it for extra blood flow. So I take this together with pre-workout, for example, or during my training. This one is also amino acids, but a whole lot for better recovery, for sleeping better, and all that. So I take this before I go to bed. whey isolate, a filter, cleaner, better whey protein, a normal whey protein, this big one here is my gainer. So when I'm struggling to get my calories up, I drink this. A multivitamin, omega-3, and also magnesium that I take extra together with this one. I also take protein bars. I can take, for example, I have behind here, I have an oatmeal mix, a already made oatmeal with protein in it. But here are the supplements I would say I'm taking right now. So yeah, let's get to the next question. Let's just get this question out of the way because I've gotten this question so many times. How tall are you? From the beginning to now, I had my same height. It is 191 centimeters. So 1.91 meters, okay? So now you know. Hey, did you focus sometimes in your workouts to build your body, or it was just trying to get your numbers up in deadlift, squats and bench, and this gains comes to you by itself? No, I've not always tried to get my numbers up. As you can see in the video when I started working out, again, if you haven't seen the transformation video, go and watch it, you will understand what I'm talking about. But as you can see in the video, I've always played football. When I stopped playing football, my parents kind of forced me to, okay, if it's okay for you to stop playing football, you have to still train, so you have to go to the gym. That's why I went in the beginning. And my goal when I started, because I didn't know what to do, I obviously didn't go for any numbers. I was just, we had a wall on my gym where I first started working out, where a lot of machines were just across the whole wall. I usually just sat on the first machine and went through all of them on the wall. It could be chest, back, biceps, whatever it was. I just did all the machines and went home. And then I started up like trying to bench, and squat deadlift came long after I started working out, maybe even 1.5 years or something. So my goal has always been to build my body, obviously, but the numbers have fueled me to go to the gym. Like, they have been really fun for me, really exciting to get my numbers up. They have really fueled me, and that has never been my priority. But on the recent, like the more recent I've been on my training, the more I focused on the numbers, because I'm kind of happy where I am in my body. So the numbers have been really fun for me. And if I just say, if it was one thing I would compete in, it would not be bodybuilding, it would be powerlifting, because that's where my interests are. So I would say it's kind of both, but no, I've always done bodybuilding work. I've always done the machines. I've always done accessory work. I've always done that, but my priority when it comes to the gym, like I'm always thinking about, okay, what should I do on my bench and stuff. So again, that's bench, deadlift, squat. Of course, I prioritized those lifts. But for example, I've never gone on a program. I've done one bench program, but that's it. And that's when I hit the 150 kg bench. Other than that, I've always done, and I've done what I felt for. It could be 3 reps, 5 reps, 10 reps. I don't even know myself. So a bit of both, but I've done most bodybuilding, I would say. And then I picked up the interest for powerlifting, and I went more and more to that. What was your workout split when you started working out? As I said before, when I firstly started working out, I didn't have a split. I just really did what I felt for. It could be the same muscle group twice in a row. It could be a mixture. Like I did what I felt for. But the first time I tried a split, it was push-pull legs. So I did back and biceps. The next day, chest, triceps, shoulders, and the next day, legs. And I did that twice in a week. So I trained for 6 days. But I felt that because I prioritized the big lifts, the bench, squat, and deadlift. For example, on the push day, the bench takes a lot of time. So if I'm going to work out like chest, shoulder, and triceps on the same day, it takes 3 hours or more. It takes so long. So right now I don't do push-pull legs, but almost. I do first day chest, triceps. Next day I do back and biceps. The next day after that I do shoulders, and the next day after that I do legs, and I do that repeatedly. How do you stay lean throughout the whole process? I think you must have a beast genetic. You could say so, I don't know. To stay lean for me has never ever been the problem. I have to force myself to eat to even stay the weight that I am, let alone to gain weight. It's so hard for me. So as soon as I eat, kind of when I'm hungry, but still take the shakes, still eat when I don't really feel like it, I will lose weight. I will lose weight. So to stay lean, I've always been lean. I've always had a six-pack since I was 8 years old. I don't know. I've always was the lean guy, the thin guy. So my problem is building and gaining weight, not staying lean. But for real, you have the opposite that I have, that if you don't think about eating less, you will lose weight. Of course, that's really hard, and of course you really, like, you want to have it like me, that just, if I eat what I want, I will not gain weight. So, but you have the same problem as me. No appetite. You can't eat much because you're getting full from one bite. And if you don't push yourself every single day, eating while you're still so full, you lose weight. You have the same problem as me. You know what I'm talking about. It's a struggle every single day. So it's hard. It's hard. It's much harder than you think. Of course, on one perspective, it is a beast genetic. Of course, it is. And for everyday man that just doesn't train and wants to gain weight and gain muscles, that's the best thing you can have. But for me, who actually want to get bigger, it's a struggle, man. It's a struggle for me. So you can see both perspectives. But yeah, I don't have to think about staying lean. The only thing I have to think about is trying to keep the weight I have, let alone gain weight. Alright, so what is your diet? I never gone on a real diet. I've never had a diet program, a diet plan or something. But I can of course tell you what I usually eat. It also depends on, again, what period I was in. If I take when I ate 5,000 calories and gaining weight, oh, that voice crack, Jesus Christ. When I was gaining weight, then, because I'm not always like the other guys. If you search for a YouTube diet plan, it's always the oatmeal you have to do every morning, cooking your eggs, like, that hasn't worked for me. I need something that goes fast, that's simple, and that you can eat easily. I don't want to have the heat, and oatmeal is kind of hard to eat for me. So I need something easy, fast, and simple. For me, I found out that granola, for example, is really easy, because a little bowl that is almost like cereals would be 600 calories and still pretty good macros. So granola was really easy and good for me and fast. You have to kind of find the food that has high calories but still a good macro if you want to gain weight. Minced meat, really good. I usually take the 5%, but you can take 10, 15, doesn't matter. You have to find whatever works for you, that you can eat easily but with high calories and good macros. How many meals a day, bro? I roughly ate around 5 meals a day. I ate breakfast. When I went to school, I went there obviously, ate lunch or even 2 lunches, came home, ate again, went to the gym and ate. That would be 5. When I didn't go to school, I still did. So every time I eat breakfast, every time I take a shake in between, like after breakfast, every time, but I don't count the shakes. But then I ate lunch, took a shake, ate something small before I went home, ate something again before I went to a gym, and then ate something after the gym. So 5 meals a day, 2 shakes in between. Are you a bodybuilder too? If you mean if I am a real bodybuilder, like competing bodybuilder, no. If you mean that I also train for bodybuilding, not just powerlifting, yes. A question I've also gotten a few times is natural. Are you really natural? There's not really much to say because the people that ask these questions or accusing me for not being natural, it doesn't matter what I say, they will still believe it. Yes, I'm natural. I've never tried anything at all. I'm the guy that hasn't tried like one cigarette. I've never tried anything. So for me to take steroids, no, absolutely not. There's nothing else to say. Yes, I'm natural. That was all the questions I had for you today. So I don't know if I will include a workout in this video or I will do it in another one. You can see on the length on the video probably, but if not, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you like it, leave a like, comments. It's always fun to see what you have to say. And I will see you again. Peace.